right, Joe, July 30th, 2016. We had Corporate Ladder here tonight, man, and what a show. Folks, if you weren't here live, you missed out.
That's right. I'll tell you something. You were all missing out because you know why, PK?
Why, Joe? Tell me.
Because I was here. All the fans came from all over the Southeast to come see me, who flew first class from the Southwest.
Well, Joe, everything starts...
Wait.
Now, nobody cares, Joe, where you flew from.
Because
we all know that you grabbed a charter bus from Lower Alto.
Oh, will you shut up,
Not
PK?
L.A., Los Angeles.
Oh, give me a break.
It was Lower Alabama.
No, do I look like an Alabamian to you?
No, you definitely look like you missed the turnoff for the Jersey Shore.
Hey, I'm not from... People from New Jersey are rude. I'm not rude.
Oh, Joe, that was a generalized statement made about a group of people that are probably part of our fan base, which is not supported by the OSWA Entertainment.com.
Oh, will you shut up, PK?
Well, Joe, our first match was CTMD versus Adrian Phillips and Lane Cross. Man, that was a great match. I'll tell you some, Lane Cross and Adrian Phillips, they do work well as a tag team, but tonight was not their night. Largely in part thanks to Jonathan Phillips.
No, I'll tell you, yeah, that's right, because Jonathan Feldner has the greatest mind in the world of professional wrestling, PK. He knows how to cheer and how to coach their tag team, his tag teams on the victory. So yeah, you're right, it wasn't an unfair match because of his mastermind.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you something. When they hit a spike and a tombstone on Adrian Phillips at the same time,
the weak link,
and they got the pin for that victory, it was a great match. I'll tell you something. Up until the end, I thought it could have gone either way.
Yeah, that's you.
Well, Joe, then we had Jake Hughes versus Slim J. Joe, why don't you talk about who lost in that match?
I refuse to tell you who lost, PK, because I'll tell you something. There was so many bad things, so many things that were wrong that happened in that match. Now I'll tell you something. Slim J, okay, Slim J may have barely eked out of victory. That's right, eked out of victory. That was because it was a fluke, because nobody walks into our territory. Nobody walks in and just on a normal day beats our best guy. No.
Well, Joey basically hit like a reverse stunner for the win, pinning Jake Hughes. And I'll tell you something, it was a very physical match. Both men did wrestle well, but ultimately it was Slim J's night, Joe.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. You just wait, because you know what? Jake Hughes will get his revenge. I'll guarantee you that. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Well, Joe, then we had the Tag Team Title Championship up on the line, and it was The Royal versus The Book Club.
That's right, The Book Club. And I'll tell you something, PK. Yeah, I would love to tell you who won that match. You want me to tell you?
Please, Joe.
All you fans want me to tell you? I'll tell you then. It was our tag team champions, The Book Club. I am talking about the Coyote himself, Tim Miller, and James Boulevard.
Well, Joe, unfortunately, Patrick Samuels accidentally kicked Marcus Adams in the head when James Boulevard moved out of the way. James Boulevard then hit the cul-de-sac and got the win. They successfully defended their titles here at Corporate Ladder.
That's right.
It was a good match, though.
Patrick Samuels, he didn't belong in there anyway.
Well, Joe, then we had our first weapons match here in the OSWA. Jimmy Lee versus Ken O'Sullivan.
Ha! Yeah, Ken O'Sullivan. An Irishman. You think he's going to lose a weapons match? No.
Yeah, once again, a generalized statement, Joe, about a group of people.
I'm not generalizing. Look, no offense to all you Irish people out there. It's just you're a very violent tribe. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be offended. All right? But let me tell you something. When it comes to street fights, when it comes to weapons...
I'm offended, Joe. Go ahead.
What? Oh, PK, you're from America. You're not Irish. Well, anyways, I'll tell you something. That weapons match, Jimmy Lee, he managed to get a few good hits in. But that string bean didn't stand a chance, PK. Mr. 150 pounds soaking wet walked into that ring and got his body reamed. Beat.
Well, Joe, Ken O'Sullivan was able to set up 2 chairs and a stop sign on top of him, acting like a table, did a fireman carry suplex on Jimmy Lee, and got the pin. I mean, it was a good match, but I'll tell you something, it was definitely Ken O'Sullivan's night.
Absolutely. So, Jimmy Lee, time to go, baby. This is a real man's job.
Well, Joe, then I'm sorry. Michael Manson then took on Keith Cage for the Generations Championship, hoping to get some revenge for the backstabbing that took place. And unfortunately for Michael Manson, did not work out how he wanted it.
That's right, Mr. Insane, the membrane. You didn't have a chance, so go back to your paddy wagon where you belong. Keith Cage is the man, PK. Keith Cage has all the experience, all the things necessary to be a champion, and he proved it tonight.
Okay, Joe, let's be honest. Keith Cage did grab a handful of tights when he got the pin.
Oh, that's a loser's limb, PK. You don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, there's no proof of that.
We'll see if the tape verifies that.
Oh, those are just tapes or something.
Well, Joe, then we had our main event, or I should say co-main event, but the reason for this show, the Corporate Ladder match. And man, what a great match. This is the 5th time we've done it here in the OSWA.
And I'll tell you something, PK, Kit Bryson was impressive tonight.
Not impressive enough, though, Joe. And I'll tell you who also impressed me in this match. The newcomer, Ken Lee. But, Joe, what impressed me the most was the winner of that match, Will Caution.
That's right, PK. I'll tell you something. He's one of the most hungry wrestlers I've seen here in the OSWA.
Totally agree.
And tonight, a singles title. I gotta say it, PK. Well deserved.
Definitely. In fact, Joe, we've got him here right now. Will Caution, congratulations. Joe and I always thought you were due, and glad to see you were able to accomplish your goal here tonight.
Well, first I want to say I went in there and I did what I said I was going to do. Climb that ladder and grab that corporate championship. But though I won the title tonight, I'm not going to be holding this title high because I feel like there was 5 other men in that competition. And I'm the competitor. And that means next O show, any superstar who feels like they can take this title from me, I'm giving them the opportunity because I'm a fighting champion. And in order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. That's all I got to say.
Oh, well, congratulations again.
A man of all action and few words. You gotta hand it to Will Caution. I'll tell you something. I've always loved his hunger, his athletic skills. Probably one of the most naturally gifted wrestlers I've seen walked into the arena, PK.
Well, Joe was a physical match, but he did come out on top. And Joe, I'm happy for the young man. You and I have always said he was overdue. He is a good wrestler, and it was great to see that all of his time is finally paid off for him. Well, Joe, then it came to our other Cody main event, the Monster Z versus Curtis Coleman for the Ultimate Championship.
Oh, PK, and a great event it was, PK, because the Ultimate Champion, also a member of the Bad Boys Club, that's right, the Bad Boys Club, won the main event. I am talking about Curtis Coleman. He is our Ultimate Champion, and he'll be our Ultimate Champion for a long time, PK.
And Joe, that's largely in part thanks to, first of all, Kip Bryson getting up on the ring apron and distracting the ref, while Jake Hughes then snapped the neck of the Monster Z off the top rope, sending him to the ground, in which Curtis Coleman was then able to go up to the turnbuckle and then do a leg drop, getting the pin. So yes, thanks to once again it being a handicap match in a sense for anybody that faces a member of the Bad Boys Club, Curtis Coleman did successfully defend his Ultimate title.
In other words, I could sum all that up that PK just said in 2 words: loser's limp. The point is, it wasn't Z's night, like you say. It was our champion's night. Curtis Coleman, a member of us, the Bad Boys Club. Remember that, all you chimney sweepers and ditch diggers out there? If you ever want to aspire to something higher, just look towards us and try and be like us. Try.
Well, folks, our next show is August 6th. Here's the O Arena. Door opens at 6. Action begins at 7. We're going to see how all of this starts to work out. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to it. I'll tell you something. Monster Z, he definitely had his eye on every member of the Bad Boys Club. You kind of wonder if he's going to pick them all off. And as well, Brody Dillinger. I'm sure he's going to want his rematch with Will Caution. I think that'll be a great match. Yeah. Folks, we'll see you in 2 weeks.